Hi and welcome back to Old School Blues Guitar. We are plowing our way through an obscure instrumental by Clarence called Slowly After Hours. We've done the first couple verses, which are like the signature part of the song. We did the first solo. Now let's get into the next part of the song. Let me play it for you. Again, this is a pretty much impossible to find tune unless you want to pay $30 to $100 or even a couple $100 for the CD. The only CD I've ever seen, the Clarence CD, it's called Clarence and the Rhythmaires, and I think it's called Green's Blues, and it's got this tune on it. And I don't have it, but I've seen it on eBay and Amazon CD, and it costs anywhere from $30 to a couple $100. But I've got a copy on a old cassette tape, so I'm playing it off my computer. Transferred it to an MP3. So here's the next part of the song where we left off. Then he plays the second solo. So this part he's just going back to what he did at the beginning, but there's a couple variations here. One big variation. So he starts out time, what I hear is he's sliding from the 9th fret of the 5th string and then to the 2nd fret of the 6th string and then open. And that's a little different to the E, which is kind of cool. So it's he's going to go into the second solo. Now there's another variation on this at the very end of the song, which I'll show you. But he has different ways. He plays over the 1. He's pretty much doing this every time. But when he gets to the 4, so far we've seen this. That's one way. We've also seen sliding on the 6th string to the open E, and then this time we see this. So there's these little variations in there that make the song really cool. So he plays, let's just do it one more time. That's going to take us to the second solo. Solo in Clarence Slowly After Hours. Let's give it a listen. That's the end of the second solo, which takes us to the very end of the song, which we'll go through in a minute. So here, this part of the solo, he's going to play in some different parts of the guitar and do some really cool stuff. And so he starts out the second solo, he's in B. He's going to go to the second blues box. And he's going to go to the 12th fret of the second string and pick it And then bend up on the 10th fret of the first string. That's the first little phrase. And then he does this really cool bass walk. Is that neat or what? Open, 6th string, 1, 2 on the 6th string. And then he repeats it on the 5th string. So he's climbing like that. That is awesome. Then he's going to bend on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Little bend. And again, one of the things I love about this song is all these slides, hammer-on pull-offs, bends. There's really some great guitar playing. He's not just playing notes, he's really putting some soul into it. So again, then he does this. Another really cool lick on the 5th and 4th string. He's going to slide to from the 7th to the 9th on the 5th string, and then 7, 9 on the 4th string. And then again, 7, 9 on the 5th string, and wind up on the 7th fret of the 4th string. So let's play this whole first part of the second solo. Right there. Do something really cool. That's the next phrase. He's going to go to the 17th fret of the 1st string and just kind of ring it out, and a little vibrato. I don't know which finger he'd use on this. I'm using my 2nd finger. Whoops. And I need to get some fretwork done on this guitar. It's hard to hold that note, but that's what he's playing. And then he's going to do this little walk. Which is a kind of a B.B. King type thing. He's going to go from the 14th to the 13th to the 12th fret on the 1st string. So it's... And then he's going to bend the 14th fret of the 2nd string and wind up on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So again... Next part of the solo. So we wind up with this. Now he's going to go slide from the 14th to the 16th fret of the 1st string, back to the 14th fret, to the 16th fret. So like this. And then he's going to do this picking, where he's going to bend the 16th fret of the 1st string and then bend it while he's releasing, or pick it while he's releasing it. And then he's going to do these hammer-ons. And then wind up with this bend. So he's hammering on between the 14th to the 16th fret of the 1st string. And then doing that bend again on the 14th fret of the 2nd string and winding up on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So let's do that whole part again. Something very close to that. He's going to go back to the 2nd position blues box. Do something like that, bending up on the 12th fret of the 1st string to the 12th fret, bringing it back down to the 12th fret of the 1st string. Sounds like a hammer or pull-off between the 12th and the 10th fret. So 10th fret of the 1st string and a quick pull-off between the 12th and the 10th fret. And then the song goes... doing that thing again. So again, so from the this part. And we'll take it from there. Back to the second position blues box. He's going to do another one of these bends in the second position blues box with a pull-off. Like that. Something like that. Then he's going to do another phrase in the second position blues box. 12th fret of the first string, kind of a quick pick, and then mutes it, and then pulls off again between the 12th and 10th fret. Like that. Then he's going to do the 12th fret of the first string to the 10th fret of the second string. Like that. So, bend up on the 12th fret of the first string, 10th fret of the first string to the 10th fret of the second string. So this whole while in the song, when the chords are doing this, he's playing around in the second position blues box. Something like that. And then the very last part, we'll get to. Up the solo, he does something like this. And then that takes us into this. Then into the last part of the song. So what I hear is he's going to start at the 8th fret of the first string, 7th fret of the first string rather. Something like that. So it's I think it's like that. I think he skips it. So it's 7th fret of the first string, 10th fret of the second string, and then bends the 3rd string at the 9th fret. Then a hammer on, or a pull off, hammer on, pull off between the 7th and the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and winds up on the 9th fret of the 4th string. So like this. And then he goes into this part, which we've already done. Now I could try to play the second solo, but I do not have it memorized, especially toward the end where he's doing this. That part, I don't have that down yet, so I just kind of went through it one phrase at a time so you can hear it. But you can go back through this video and listen to the original and hear what he's doing. Last part of this, we're going to wind up the song, the end tag, and finish it out. The final part, the last verse of Clarence Green's Slowly After Hours. Let me play it for you, and then we'll break it down. There you go. And the ending is very nice. So let's go through. There's one more variation in there that I want to show you on the main verse. So he's still. That's what I hear at the very end of the song. For the variation, I don't even know if I showed this to you yet, but I'm going to show it again. So when he's playing that main part, I can't remember where exactly he does it. Look at the tab, listen to the tune. He does this. So he's going to slide from the 9th fret of the 5th string into the E with that 6th to 7th lick. So instead of doing just this, instead of just doing that, he's going to lead into it with that. And I can't remember if I showed that to you, and I really honestly don't remember at which point in the song he does that, but he does do that. The rest of it's pretty much the same as we've been doing. Now, you might slide from the 9th fret at one point too. You could do it and it still works as long as you end up on the 2nd fret of the 6th string open. So 9th fret of the 6th string instead of just a little variation. It works. I can't remember if he does that or not. So back into the song. And at the very end, what I'm hearing is a 9th chord, first position, 9th chord, C sharp, D flat, 9th, C 9th, B 9th. With the horns blowing in there and playing at the end of the song, it's kind of hard to hear exactly what the guitar's doing. He might be doing something else, but that works and it sounds pretty close to what he's doing in the song. So there you have it. That is Clarence Green's Slowly After Hours. And here at the end, I'm going to play the whole song through one more time. And given the quality and all that, I'm hoping the copyright people don't come after me. If you can find this tune on an MP3, please post it so I can get a copy of it or send me a copy. I've got an old record to tape back to MP3 copy that I'm using, and I've never been able to find it anywhere else. If you have any questions, let me know.